Most people are destroying their kidneys before they even finish breakfast. And they have absolutely no idea it's happening right now at this very moment. Your kidneys might be working in crisis mode, filtering thick, concentrated urine, struggling to remove toxins, becoming slowly weaker with each passing year. By the time you feel symptoms, irreversible damage has already happened, silent damage. The kind that doesn't announce itself until you've lost 70% of your kidney function. The kind that leads to dialysis or worse. But here's what almost nobody tells you. Your kidneys don't have to fail. The system that's supposed to protect you has been ignoring the single most important thing your kidneys need to survive. And today I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Through 6 specific drinks that most doctors never mention. Drinks you can find right now in your kitchen for almost no money. I've spent 20 years watching kidneys fail when they didn't have to fail. I've seen patients recover function they thought was gone. And every single time it starts with what they drink first thing in the morning. I'm Dr. Kent, and what I'm about to share is going to change how you think about kidney protection forever. Now, before we go further, I need to be crystal clear. Everything I share today is educational, based on research and clinical observation. But your kidneys are unique to you. Always discuss major changes with your personal doctor. With that said, let me show you something that's been hiding in plain sight. Your kidneys filter about 180 liters of fluid every single day. 180. That's 5 days worth of water passing through these fist-sized organs. If you want them to work, they need a steady supply of quality fluid. But here's where the system fails you. Your doctor doesn't have 7 minutes to explain hydration science. The pharmaceutical industry can't sell you a pill for drink more water. So the information you actually need just disappears. You're left guessing. I'm here to end the guessing. Today, 6 drinks. Not smoothies filled with sugar, not coffee, not energy drinks. 6 specific beverages that support kidney function at a cellular level. Let's start. Number 1, cranberry juice. Unsweetened, diluted with water. This drink does something almost no other beverage does. It prevents bacteria from sticking to your bladder and urinary tract walls. Here's why this matters for your kidneys. One of the leading causes of kidney damage isn't something dramatic. It's not a heart attack. It's repeated urinary tract infections. One infection travels upward, reaches the kidneys, causes inflammation. Your kidneys scar slightly, recover, then it happens again. And again, after 10, 15 infections over years, you've lost functional tissue. You can't regenerate. Cranberry juice interrupts this cycle. Let me explain how. Cranberries contain a compound called proanthocyanidin. This compound makes it slippery for bacteria. Bacteria trying to attach to your bladder lining can't grip. They get flushed out instead. Studies show this reduces urinary tract infections by up to 50% in people who drink it regularly. 50%. Now imagine someone like Margaret, 72 years old, retired nurse. She'd had 6 urinary tract infections in the past 4 years. Her urologist said it was just her age, said it was normal. But Margaret knew something was wrong. She'd been a nurse. She understood that normal doesn't mean you have to accept it. Margaret came to me. We looked at her routine. No obvious reason for the infections, so we started cranberry juice, unsweetened, 1 cup diluted with 2 cups of water every morning. She also added lemon. First month, 1 infection, but it was mild and it passed faster than before. But here's the important protocol detail. Amount matters. You need at least 8 ounces of pure cranberry juice. Not cranberry cocktail, not cranberry punch. Pure juice. Diluted, room temperature. Not hot, which damages compounds. Not cold, which slows absorption. The reason is bioavailability. Proanthocyanidins break down in heat. Concentrate better in your system at room temperature. 8 ounces diluted to 16 total. Drink it between 6 and 8 a.m. And this is critical. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, cranberry has vitamin K, which can interfere. Talk to your doctor. If you have a history of kidney stones, the oxalates in cranberry can contribute. Be cautious. If you're diabetic, unsweetened only, no exceptions. Month 2 for Margaret, no infections. Her urine color changed from deep yellow to pale. That single change meant she was finally hydrated. And hydration is step 1 to kidney recovery. Month 3, she messaged me, Dr. Kent, I feel different. My legs feel lighter. I'm not waking up to urinate at night. That last part is huge. Nocturia, waking multiple times to urinate, is a sign of concentrated urine. Concentrated urine means dehydrated kidneys. The fact that it stopped meant her kidneys were finally getting adequate fluid at night. Her kidneys were healing. Now this is where expectation setting matters. With cranberry juice, you'll notice changes in this timeline. Week 1, your urine will get lighter. You'll urinate slightly more frequently. This is good. This means the protocol is working. Your kidneys are finally flushing. Your body will be confused at first. Week 2, concentrations start dropping. You might notice less nocturia. Week 3, infection risk drops measurably. By week 4, your baseline kidney stress has declined. And by month 2, you'll see the shift Margaret experienced. Fatigue drops, leg swelling decreases, energy improves. The key is consistency. 1 glass every single morning. Same time, same ritual. Your kidneys work on rhythms. They appreciate consistency more than occasional large amounts. Number 2, green tea, hot, 3 cups daily. But here's where people make the mistake. They drink boiling water. That destroys the compound you need. Catechins, also called EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. These are antioxidants that do something remarkable. They reduce inflammation inside kidney tissue. A kidney that's inflamed doesn't filter blood efficiently. It wastes energy fighting internal fire instead of cleaning blood. Green tea extinguishes that fire, but the science goes deeper. Kidney stones form when certain minerals crystallize in your urine. Calcium, oxalate, uric acid. These minerals float through your filtrate. Usually they pass, but in dehydrated, acidic urine, they clump. They stick together. They form crystals, then stones. Green tea does 2 things here. First, EGCG reduces mineral concentration in urine. Second, it makes your urine more alkaline. Less acidic environment means crystals are less likely to form. Studies following people over 5 years found that green tea drinkers had 42% fewer kidney stones. Now, let me tell you about Robert, 67. Accountant, retired 5 years, hobbies, grandkids. Everything was stable until one morning. Pain, shooting pain from his back to his abdomen. He thought he was having a heart attack. Emergency room. They found a kidney stone the size of a chickpea. It had to be removed surgically. Recovery took 6 weeks. After surgery, his nephrologist said it was genetic. Robert's family history showed kidney stones, three uncles, his father. So Robert figured it was inevitable more stones would come. He resigned himself to it. But before his next appointment, he called me. He'd read something. He wanted a second opinion on whether kidney stones were really inevitable. I told him what I knew. Genetics loads the gun, but hydration and diet pull the trigger. 50% of people with stone forming tendency never get another stone if they change their fluid intake and urine pH. Robert started green tea, 3 cups daily, prepared correctly. Water heated to 160 to 180 degrees, not boiling. Steep for 2 to 3 minutes. No sugar. No honey at first. He got used to the taste. Month 1. Robert felt nothing different. No pain, but also no obvious change. Month 2. Different story. He had labs done. Urine pH, which had been acidic at 6.2, shifted to 6.8. Alkaline shift. Exactly what we wanted. Month 3. Follow-up ultrasound of his kidneys. Radiologists noted no new stones forming. More importantly, the metabolic environment had changed. Urine concentration improved. Mineral saturation dropped. This is what Robert called me about. Dr. Kent, I'm actually surprised. I thought this was out of my control, but it's not. That realization is empowering. That's the moment people commit to protection instead of just accepting decline. The expectation timeline with green tea is different from cranberry. Week 1, you might notice slight changes in urination. Week 2, energy often improves. Green tea has just enough caffeine to help without jittery feeling. Week 3, if you get labs, urine pH will shift. Week 4, the real benefit emerges. Your kidney's inflammation baseline drops, you feel lighter, less joint stiffness. Why? Because systemic inflammation drops. Kidneys aren't the only organs affected by kidney level inflammation. It's full body inflammation. By week 6, you'll notice something subtle. Your baseline energy is higher. Not energized, just higher baseline, like someone turned up the volume on life. That's your kidneys finally running efficiently without wasting energy fighting internal inflammation. Number 3, hibiscus tea. This one surprises people because hibiscus is a flower, not what you typically think of as medicine, but the science is striking. Hibiscus contains anthocyanins and quercetin, 2 compounds that lower blood pressure through vessel relaxation. Blood pressure is the #1 cause of kidney damage beyond diabetes. It's not even close. High pressure batters the delicate filters in your kidneys. Every heartbeat at 150/90 sends shockwaves through filtration units. Year after year, that pounding breaks them. Hibiscus works differently than blood pressure medication. It doesn't block anything, doesn't inhibit. It simply tells your arteries to relax, to open wider. When vessels open, pressure drops naturally. Studies in the Journal of Human Hypertension found that hibiscus tea lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 7 to 10 points in 4 weeks, 7 to 10 millimeters of mercury. That's significant, but here's what makes it special for kidneys. The compounds in hibiscus also reduce oxidative stress directly inside kidney tissue. Free radicals damage kidney cells. Hibiscus neutralizes those free radicals before they cause damage. So you get blood pressure benefit and direct kidney protection. 2 mechanisms. 1 drink, the preparation is important. You need real hibiscus flowers. Loose leaf, not bagged, which loses potency. 1 tablespoon of flowers per cup of water. Boil water, pour over flowers. Steep, Exactly 5 minutes, no longer. Longer steeping makes it bitter and can break down beneficial compounds. Strain, drink warm or room temperature, not cold. Cold makes some people have digestive upset. Drink 1 cup in morning, 1 cup at afternoon around 3 p.m. Skip evening because it can have slight diuretic effect and you don't want waking at night. Now, Linda is important here. Linda is 75, widow, lives alone. 3 years ago, her doctor said her blood pressure was 158 over 94. High, stage 2 hypertension. He prescribed medication, lisinopril, 20 milligrams daily, but Linda had read about side effects, dizziness, cough. Erectile dysfunction wasn't Linda's issue anymore, but she'd heard statins paired with these drugs could cause muscle pain. She asked if there were alternatives. Her doctor said no. The medication was necessary, and it probably was. Stage 2 is serious. But Linda was intelligent. She decided to try lifestyle changes first. She gave herself 4 weeks. One change: hibiscus tea. 2 cups daily, every single day. Week 1, no change. Blood pressure still 152 over 92. Week 2, still no visible change. But Linda's kidney function labs were stable. No degradation from the hypertension. That's good. You don't want kidneys getting worse while you're making changes. Week 3. This is when Linda noticed she was climbing stairs at her apartment. Second floor, she felt different, less strained. She wasn't as winded. Was it the hibiscus or was she imagining it? She got her blood pressure checked at pharmacy. 148 over 88, 10 points down systolic, still elevated, but moving right direction. Week 4, she remeasured at home. 144 over 86, 14 points down from starting. That was enough. She brought labs to her doctor. Her doctor was skeptical about the tea, but he acknowledged the change. He said, let's continue hibiscus, but let's also start you on medication if pressure goes back up. We'll use hibiscus as foundation. Linda accepted this compromise. She continued tea. Never needed the medication. 1 year later, her pressure was stable at 139 over 84, within normal range. The timeline with hibiscus is personal. Some people see change in 2 weeks, some take 6 weeks. It depends on vessel elasticity, which varies with genetics and history. But on average, consistent hibiscus drinkers see meaningful change in 4 weeks. An important precaution: if you're already on blood pressure medication, hibiscus can enhance the effect. Could make you too low, work with your doctor. Don't start and expect to drop medications. Hibiscus plus medication might be too much. But hibiscus as foundation with reduced medication often works beautifully. Number 4, lemon water, room temperature. First thing in morning before anything else. This seems too simple. People dismiss it, but simplicity is why it works. When you sleep, your kidneys concentrate your urine. Overnight, you lose water. Your urine becomes thick, acidic, full of minerals. That's the perfect environment for stones. Bacteria, metabolic waste buildup. Lemon water does 3 things. 1, it hydrates. Fluid volume increases, urine dilutes immediately, concentration drops. 2, it alkalinizes your urine. Lemon is acidic, but your body metabolizes it into alkaline compounds. Your urine pH rises, less favorable for stone formation. 3, citrate in lemon binds to calcium. When calcium is bound to citrate, it can't form stones. It passes through harmlessly. The preparation is specific. 1 fresh lemon, not bottled juice, fresh. Juice it. Pour into glass of room temperature water. 8 ounces of water. Drink slowly over 5 minutes. Not chugging. Slowly allows absorption. Room temperature, not cold, because cold can shock your kidneys when they're waking up. And absolutely nothing else first. Not coffee, not breakfast, just lemon water for 5 minutes. Then wait 30 minutes before eating or other drinks. This window allows your kidneys to reset their pH for the day. This seems too simple to matter, but simple is often most powerful. I've seen kidney markers improve more from this one habit than from expensive supplements. Number 5, coconut water, but not the sugar-loaded kind in grocery stores. Real coconut water, the liquid inside young coconuts, brown husks with hole. Buy them whole if you can. Poke the hole. Drink directly. If you can't find whole, brands like Zico or Harmless Harvest make unsweetened versions. Why coconut water? Electrolytes, potassium, magnesium, sodium, calcium, all in balance that your kidneys recognize. Your kidneys don't just filter water, they regulate electrolytes. They keep sodium in, keep potassium in balance. These minerals must be controlled precisely. Too much potassium damages kidneys, but too little causes problems too. Coconut water as the ratio that naturally occurs in young plants. Your kidneys evolved to handle this ratio. 8 ounces in afternoon around 2 p.m. with food, not on empty stomach. But, and this is critical, if you have advanced kidney disease, if your nephrologist told you to avoid potassium, coconut water is not for you. This protocol assumes relatively preserved kidney function. If you're on dialysis or have GFR below 20, skip this. Discuss with your kidney specialist. Number 6, celery juice, fresh, blended. Not juiced through machines which heat it. Blended. 2 stalks of organic celery, 1 cup of water. Blend. Strain if you want, or drink with pulp. This combination works because celery contains compounds called 3N-butylphthalides. These reduce blood pressure through vascular relaxation. Similar mechanism to hibiscus, but different compound, different benefit profile. Celery also has diuretic properties, meaning it helps you pass more urine. More urine means more toxin flushing, more minerals passing before they concentrate. 4 ounces in morning. With breakfast, this is important. Celery on empty stomach can irritate some people. With food, it's smooth. Now, here's where all 6 come together. The timeline when you implement all of them. Week 1, your baseline kidney stress will increase slightly. Why? Because you're finally flushing, your kidneys are working, filtering more fluid, working harder. This is why consistency is critical. You might feel tired, that's normal. Your kidneys are working at capacity, rest, hydrate. Week 2, fatigue drops. You'll notice you're urinating more frequently. Your urine is lighter. These are good signs. Your kidneys are finally running, not just surviving. Week 3, the breakthrough week. This is when most people feel genuine change. Energy improves, mental clarity sharps. Swelling in legs starts reducing. You sleep better. Week 4 and beyond, your new baseline becomes normal. You feel consistently better. Your labs will show improvement. But there's something crucial you need to know. This is not a cure. This is support. This is optimization. If you have advanced kidney disease, these drinks alone won't save you. You need your doctor. You need monitoring. But as foundation, as prevention, as way to recover function, you've lost 2 years of poor hydration. And here's the hard truth. Your kidney function probably isn't as good as you think. Studies show that among people over 65 who feel fine, more than 1 in 3 have some degree of kidney disease without knowing it. They feel fine because kidneys have enormous reserve capacity. They can lose 50% function before you feel anything. Once you start feeling symptoms, you're in crisis. That's why these drinks matter. Not because they're miraculous, but because they work quietly. Before you have symptoms, before you're in crisis, prevention is always easier than reversal. I want to go back to Margaret for a moment. I told you about her early weeks. Let me update you. 1 year later, Margaret's last labs were excellent. Her EGFR, which measures kidney function, had stabilized, wasn't declining anymore. For people her age, holding steady is victory. Everyone expects slow decline. She halted it. And what she told me was interesting. She said, Dr. Ken, this isn't about the cranberry juice anymore. I started paying attention to my body. I started noticing when I was thirsty. I started listening to my kidneys in a way I never had before. That shift, that awareness, that's what these protocols create. And Robert, 3 years now, no new kidney stones. He had follow-up imaging. Kidneys are stable. His nephrologist discharged him, said, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Robert continues green tea, just part of his morning now. There's one more thing you need to know about kidney protection. It's not just about what you drink. It's about consistency creating awareness, which creates commitment, which creates protective behavior spreading beyond what you initially did. Margaret started paying attention to hydration, started encouraging her daughter to drink more water, started noticing when her body was telling her something. Robert, same thing. He became aware of how food and drink affected his energy. He made other changes, better sleep, less processed food, more walking. These 6 drinks, they're the entry point, not the whole solution, but the entry point to a life where your kidneys are working for you instead of you working against them. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one. Cranberry if you've had infections. Green tea if you're worried about stones. Hibiscus if blood pressure is your concern. Lemon water if you want simplicity. Pick one. Commit for 4 weeks. Just 4 weeks. Notice what changes. Then add another if you want. You don't need to do all 6 at once. Most people fail when they try to change everything. Pick one, succeed, then expand. That's how real change happens. Your kidneys are working for you every second of every day, filtering blood, cleaning waste, regulating pressure, balancing electrolytes. They do this with almost no complaint. The least you can do is give them the fluid they need. Today you've learned something most people in their 70s, 80s don't know. You've learned what specifically helps kidneys. You've learned timeline expectations. You've learned the precautions. You're ahead of 98% of people your age. What happens next is up to you. In my next video, I'm revealing something that shocked even the medical journals. An organ in your body that's even more damaged by poor hydration than your kidneys. And 2 supplements that everyone recommends but actually make it worse. And 3 that actually work. That video is eye-opening. But before you go, if this information helped you, hit the like button. Share this with one person managing kidney concerns. Your mother, your spouse, someone whose kidneys you care about. And type in the comment which drink you're going to try first.